Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the dude manning the counter, Duncan, and today we're going to talk about a new physical media release. It is from Mill Creek Entertainment. It is their release of Renegades. It stars Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Robert Knepper, and Clark Johnson, and Jamie Gertz. It's directed by Jack Shoulder. Now, it was kind of a blind buy for me because I love these retro VHS releases from Mill Creek Entertainment. I talked about Double Team not long ago, and that was a release from them. And the Blu-ray itself, there's no special features other than the trailer. It is bare bones. But the picture and audio is amazing, so they did a great work with that, so this film has never looked better. Now, as I said, this was a blind buy. I had never seen it. Or maybe I did, but it was so many years ago. But I thought it looked cool, and it was 80s, and it was also had music by Michael Kamen, who was one of my favorite composers for movies. He did Lethal Weapon, Roadhouse, a lot of that stuff in the 80s. License to Kill, a James Bond movie too. And he always had a very signature sound, and that is very evident in this movie. Now, the movie itself is about a guy named Buster McHenry, played by Kiefer Sutherland, and he is an undercover cop trying to bust a mob guy who had turned a cop, but the robbery that he's undercover goes really bad. And there's this spear that belongs to the Lakota tribe, which Hank Storm's a part of, and Hank Storm's played by Lou Diamond Phillips. And so Marino, played by Rob Knepper, he takes the spear. Since he's already robbed enough stuff, he just wants that too, so he takes it because he figures it's valuable. So Hank Storm's obviously going to pursue this, and he forms an uneasy alliance with Buster McHenry, and they're like one of these odd couples that work. Now, Lou Diamond Phillips and Kiefer Sutherland work together on the Young Guns movie, so there's a reunion there. And Jamie Gertz is the sort of girlfriend of Marino. She plays her, and so there's the Kiefer Sutherland, Jamie Gertz, the Lost Boys connection. And Clark Johnson plays one of the henchmen for Marino's crew, and he directed Kiefer Sutherland in The Sentinel many, many years later. So there's a lot of stuff there. Clark Johnson was a great director too. So this movie goes along. It's more of a drama than action. There are some cool action scenes in there, and it is an 80s movie for sure. But it also is more kind of a crime drama with some action. So there is some action for action fans, so it is there. Now, the audio was very solid. It sounded really good, and I was really impressed with the picture because it still had the grain structure and a very natural look from a movie that was shot during that time, I believe 1988. So it still has that, but it looked great, but not glossed over like I talk about some releases. This looked very good. So even like when they're at a scene where like the sun's going down, and it's really dark and there's not a lot of street lights or anything, you can still see what's going on. It looks very good. So kudos to Mill Creek for that. This looks a really good presentation of this. The movie itself, like I said, I would give it probably 4 stars out of 5, because if you want to nitpick, Jamie Gertz' character and Clark Johnson, those are two very talented cast members, and they weren't utilized to their full potential. So if you want to nitpick, there's something you could do there. But Michael Kamen's score is there, and that's very present. And it takes place in Philadelphia, but it was shot in Toronto, but they did a pretty good job of covering for it. So it has a little bit of a Philly feel to it, but not too much of one. But at least it didn't take away. I've watched some movies that take place in Chicago, and then you see like some really trademark Toronto stuff around them, like takes you out of the movie. So that didn't happen here, so that's a good thing. So overall, I'm glad I took faith and had the blind buy, because I love 80s stuff and older stuff and this retro VHS stuff. You can see the packaging here, and there's the back. You can see a little bit there, and you got the spines. It looks, and then here is the other artwork, and then you have the Blu-ray itself. So overall, great deal for a great price. I spent $12 on it, and It's worth every penny, so I'm glad to have it in my collection. So, let me know in the comments, have you seen this? Do you like other releases from Mill Creek? Do you like the retro VHS stuff? I know I do. So anyway, I will get back to the horror movies. I'll probably get back to that tomorrow. Been working a lot lately, so sorry I didn't get to make a video on Friday. But anyway, check this out. I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. So, take care till next time.